What's going on, produce people? Today I want to assess the Landrace pepper project, some overall selection requirements. The selection criteria are the top 3 priorities are the pod color, because I struggle with orange, telling how ripe it is, what percentage ripe. Learned that on one of the commercial farms I work on. If she said pick 60% ripeness on an orange pepper, I struggle to tell how ripe it is. They must be red or brown. They must be productive. I do not like only seeing one pod on my pepper plants. They must be tolerant to drought. So to assess this pepper, I think this is the Round of Hungary heirloom variety. And there seems to be 6 or 7, maybe 8 pods on the plant. The production looks good. It ripens to red, which is good. I'm happy with the overall structure of the plant. It will be able to set all this fruit without much problem, I'm going to imagine. Its overall drought tolerance looks pretty good, especially with the addition of this mulch. First year I'm adding mulch. I'm generally a dry farmer, and I've gotten away without having to add mulch in the years past, but this year I have decided to add a new addition with the continued extremes. We've not had rain. We've had about an inch of rain for a month. That's, not normal for my zone 6B, Central Kentucky. There, I'll give this one an overall grade of a B+. I'll probably save seeds off this guy this year. Guy right here is a Jimmy Nardello's heirloom variety. I like the overall taste. I've tasted one fully ripe at this point, so it had 3 peppers on it. Not a fan of the overall structure. I do like that it's a red pod. I do like that it had 3 pods at the beginning. The overall structure seems like if the peppers were much bigger, it would snap some stems. So that's negative. Another negative is it doesn't seem very happy in this drought, even with the addition of the mulch. So I will give this one an overall grade of a C. C for the Jimmy Nardello, and the redeeming quality is the pepper quality. The pod flavor is an exquisite taste. Over here to the Emerald Giant. It, I believe, ripens to red, so that's a positive. It's an heirloom. The overall structure is a positive, but I don't like that it only produces 1 pod per round with very few flowers up at the top. So that's a negative. I enjoy the overall structure. Don't, however, like its tolerance to this drought. One, I think, is a C-, D+ for the project. Move over to the Landrace pepper number 1 that I've planted. Saved seeds off this guy from previous years. I do like the overall shape. This is the second pepper. First one had a bug bite or bleach out from the sun. I do enjoy this one's structure, its productivity. We'll have to see what color it ripens to, because if it ripens to orange, I don't care what it looks like. It is going to be weeded out of the project. No seeds will be saved from this one. I'll give this one an overall score of a B-, depending on pod color. If it ripens to orange, we'll give this one an F. To another heirloom variety, new addition. This one's Chocolate Wonder, or something chocolate in the name. Harvested 2 peppers off of it. I enjoy the overall structure. While it's small, does seem to have a hardy stem, so it'll be able to ripen larger fruit. Pod color is a positive. It ripens to brown. It had 2 pods to produce in the beginning. I would prefer 3 pods right off the bat if I'm going to grow a pepper plant. So the overall score for this one, I'm giving a B-. We're moving over to another Landrace pepper project. Pepper, very productive. Overall structure is pretty good. Not sure what the pod's going to ripen to. Relatively tolerant to the drought. This one is a B+, depending on the pod color. F if orange. I can deal with yellow, but prefer red or brown. Come to this guy, and it's having some problems with the peppers. Not looking so good. I don't know if that is sun scorch or not enough water, too much water. Don't know what's happening. But all 3 of the fruit have that issue. So it's likely that this plant is not going to have the genetics for being passed on. So we're going to get rid of all these. So that is a negative. Enjoy the overall structure. That's a positive. This is why the plant hasn't been ripped out of the ground yet. And it seems like it's going to produce a bit more. So we'll see if the next ones are better, if we can get some rain. But this one is an overall D as of now because of how the peppers aren't ripening. But we'll see how future peppers go. Structure is desirable. Then we come over here to the final pepper. It seems to be relatively productive. There's 4 pods on there. Not sure which variety this is going to be. I think this is one of the heirlooms I bought in. So not sure the pod color. The productivity appears there. It's relatively tolerant to the drought. I'll give this one an overall grade of a B-, depending on pod color, F if orange. There you have it. There's my Landrace pepper project. As always, if you have any notes or information you'd like to share, put it in the comments down below, particularly regarding genetics, anything genetic related for peppers. And remember, this is a how I do, not a how-to production. I'm not telling you what to do. These are just my notes. You're more than welcome to take this and run with it, experiment, try new things, put your hand in the ground. I'm no expert, just a guy with his hands in the dirt. Until next time, peace out, produce people.